Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. And today we are going to talk about three must-have AI tools to land your dream job. Wonderful. So let us get to it. Okay. What are these three tools? Before we even talk about that, remember last time we talked about how to use AI to write your cover letter. And we talked about how to write your resume. How to write your resume with AI, specifically ChatGPT. So today we're talking about how to use other tools. But before we do that, I want you to like and subscribe to this channel, because what's going to happen, I'm going to be coming to you with a lot of great information for you to up level and be the best that you would like to be in your career. So let us get to this, guys. The three tools that we're talking about. What are the three tools? The three tools that I want you to know about are for job search and job search tracking. The other one is Yoodli for job interview preparation. Pi. Hey Pi, which is your personal assistant and coach. So there is Teal HQ for job search. There is Yoodli for job interview preparation, and your personal AI assistant. It can't get any better than this. Because what I'm giving to you right now, I'm giving you everything that you need. You don't need anybody else. You don't need any resume writer. You don't need anything after this, right? So let us get to it. What is this Teal? The first one we're going to talk about is Teal. It is a job search tracker. It is a personalized resume building and job matching tool or platform. You can tailor your resume to specific jobs and companies. You can track the jobs right in this tool. It uses AI to analyze your job description and import relevant information into your resume right before your very eyes. You're going to be moving things around and you're going to save them. You're going to bring in jobs and you're going to track all the jobs that you have applied for. And at the end of the day, it also have what we call a work style assessment that assessed your work style. How good is this, my friends? How good is this? Let's just look at what this Teal is about. So what I'm going to do for you right now, I am going to show you the Teal website. And let me make sure I have everything here. So this is, I'm going to go to the home page. And on the home page of Teal website, you see a video with a gentleman. This is a person who owns the platform. I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. So let me go on the left side here. So that's the home page. This part is a resume builder. I started out by just practicing something. This is your job search tracker. It will track all the jobs that you have ever applied for, right? And it will look at that. It bookmark jobs, what you're applying for, what you have applied for, what you're interviewing for. It tracks everything you're negotiating until it is accepted. This is your career site. It looks at that. You can save all your contacts, all the companies and all the names, and it will give you a work style assessment. How good is that? So let us dive in right now. Let us just dive into this thing and figure out what this is all about. And what I'm going to do for you right now, I'm going to let you hear it from the mouth of the person who created the platform, because he's going to give you the demonstration. I am going to leave it to him to give you the demonstration. So let us look at what Mr. David Fano has to say.
Hey, and welcome to Teal. I'm Dave Fano, founder and CEO, and I wanted to personally welcome you to the platform and give you a very quick overview of how to get started. There are 3 core things we want to do. And then from there, you can dive into all our other tutorials and resources to get the most out of the platform. But first, we want to save a job. We believe firmly that you're incredible and there's a lot of aspects to you, but companies don't want to know all about it. So it starts with the job. What's the company looking for? Then we're going to import our career information and we're going to match those two together to make a resume for a job. Let me show you how that's done. We're going to head over to LinkedIn and import a job. The fastest and easiest way to do that is with our Chrome extension. Once you install it, you'll see the little teal duck in the lower right. And what it's going to do is it's going to read the JDs for you. It's going to pull out salary information if it finds it. It's going to show you the top 5 hard skills. And then you can save the job. And it's going to go right to your bookmarked jobs in your job tracker. You can then click here. And here we are with the job in Teal. For free, the jobs are saved, the job description is saved, and you can see the top 5 keywords. Now let's head over to our resume builder and make a resume for that job. The quickest way to get your information is to import it from LinkedIn. It's going to be structured and consistent, but you can also upload your resume and you can overwrite it if it doesn't come in. Always let us know. Resumes are a little tricky and funny to always get consistent, but we're going to start with importing our LinkedIn profile. And here you can see that our information came in from LinkedIn. When you do it yourself, you'll get some onboarding and it'll guide you through how to use the tool. But the main concept here is that the left is everything we've ever done. And a core principle behind what we've got going is that there are so many dimensions to you, but companies don't want to know all of them. So you can very quickly and easily turn things on and off. You can see them changing here on the right. You can rearrange them and you can change that per resume. Think of the left as your career history. And every time you make a new resume, it is a view of your career history. It is a filtered view of your career history. And that is going to make it very quick and easy for you to tailor those per company.
All right, I'm going to stop him right there. All right, so what I want to bring to you right now, what I want to talk to you about right now is that when he talks about, and I'm bringing it closer to you, on the left and on the right, and if you could look right here, and let me see if I can bring it up a little more boldly, right? Let me get this more boldly. Can you see this more boldly? Is it showing? Let me scroll down. It's not be able to scroll down. But when he talks about the resume that he's building on the left here, where you see work experience, you see that? Where you see the work experience, my interview generating resume format, I want you to put selected professional experience. Now, you can't do it on the platform, but when you get the resume back, I want you to make that tweak. Because what I teach my career professionals is that when you are applying for a job, and I want you to get this in to understand this, that you are choosing selected experience, not all your experience. And Mr. Fano there, he did described, or he did say that, you know, the employer doesn't want to know everything about you. They want to know the things that are related to this job. So normally I tell all my career professionals to write selected professional experience. Okay, so make sure you do that. Another thing that I want to take this opportunity today and talk to you about when you're doing your resume is that, and let me pull his thing on the screen so that you can see it. Below where they have the selected professional experience, or in his case, work experience, is where you would normally put the company name. Underneath the company name, I want you to put company description. And the reason is why I want you to do that, especially for immigrants. Okay, immigrants, you complain. The reason why you're not getting the job because you don't get this part. When you're in your company, your work country, you work with some companies that nobody knows about. You come to Canada, you go to the United States, and you're writing your resume and you just delve into it. Nobody understands the company. They don't know what the company does. They don't know if it is a little mom and pop shop around the corner. So what you need to do is to describe a short 2-line or so description about the company. If it is not AT&T, Bell Canada, Microsoft, most people don't know those companies and what they do. So I need you below every company name to put a short description of the company. And I'm going to continue to make Mr. Fano continue to tell you about his resume builder.
So now let's come over to our matching mode and let's look at the jobs from our job tracker. And here's that job from Athletic Green. And we can see that right now we're a 10% match, but that's okay because we can continue to work on that and modify our resume. So let's quickly add an achievement to our latest position. And when a job is attached, you can use AI to bring in that information. So we'll write some achievements. And here, these are pulling from the job description directly. And if we wanted to customize it, we could look at the keywords that are in the job description, or we can do aspects of the job description, or even we can put in custom prompts. But we're just going to go ahead and pick one of these for now, hit next. You can now edit it and modify it if you'd like, pull in some keywords specifically from the job description, and you can save it. And you can see our score went up. So you can watch some additional videos on how to continue to optimize and edit it, but that gives you at a high level an understanding of how Teal works. You've got jobs, your career history, and the intersection of those two things make a resume that is tailored per job you apply to. If you have any questions along the way, please reach out to us. There's a little question mark in the lower right-hand side of the screen. You can email us at membersupport@tealhq.com. We are here to help you land a job you love in a fun and empowering way. All right.
All right, all right, all right. How interesting. How exciting is that, everybody? How exciting is that? So I'm going to remove that one from the screen. How exciting. How exciting is that? All right, so some of the things that you need to do, remember, you are to install the LinkedIn Chrome extension. You are to save the jobs in the job tracker. When you go to the site, you will be able to know what to do because it's pretty intuitive. Another thing that I want to tell you about this site, and I'm going to go right there now, I'm going to look at the Workstyle assessment. I did a Workstyle assessment, and this is my Workstyle assessment. I'm going to ask you to go and do that Workstyle assessment because what is very interesting, your job searching Workstyle, it helps you to figure out what is your style. There are things that are come easy to you, and there are things that takes a lot of effort. Things that come easy takes a lot of effort. Look at that. Speaking about your strengths and values come easy to me. Being patient throughout the hiring process, these things can take time, will take me more effort. Demonstrating leadership abilities is easy to me. Working through the numerous steps and processes that may feel tedious and tiresome has to take me some effort. So I did my own assessment, my friends. I did my own assessment. And that is a very important thing. Okay. So I want you to go and download this one. So the next one we're going to talk about is Yoodli, Yoodli. So Yoodli is an interview preparation tool. Interview preparation. Let me just go right back to this part. It's a free communication coaching service. It's an audio-visual tool. It helps improve your speaking skills. It provides feedback on your speaking skills without the pressure of an audience. That is very important. You can use it for public speaking. So these are some of the use cases. Online meetings, Toastmasters use it. Speech coaches use it. So you don't need a speech coach because you can get your own Yoodli. And you can use it for interview preparation. To ace your next job interview, we are going to that when you go to the site, on the left side is what I had created. It says, "Hi, Yvonne, you're on way to crushing your interview," because when I opened it up, I told them I wanted to do an interview preparation. So you can do an interview, you can do a presentation, okay? All right? Or you can do an interview. And if you're doing an interview, it asks you, personalize your interview. I said, I'm a recruiter, so I was a recruiter and a professional interview and all that, right? So, or you can do a presentation, you can do a conversation, and you can upload a file and assess your skills, right? So I'm going to go back to the home page. So I already did an interview preparation. If I go to the dashboard, you're going to see my you can see how they arrive at your statistics. But if I go to the library, you're going to see mastering interview and recruiting. That was my Yoodli that I did. Okay. And as you can see, there's a screen there, right? There's a screen here. You're looking at my screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a screen right there. And also, can you describe your experience in sourcing, screening, and interviewing candidates for various job positions? That is one of the questions that Yoodli gave to me. And I answered the question. And then what it did, let me go back into Yoodli here. What it did, it gave me an analysis of what I did. So my key points and my key takeaways and things of that nature. So that is very important. It's a very important tool, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So it is very, very important that you download Yoodli. Some of the things that it assessed me on was pacing and fluency, filler words. I find that I say so a lot. So it picked it up. And I knew before that I say so a lot. What I'm doing now, I almost said so a while ago. I'm trying to avoid saying so much, right? I used to say so when they're doing this and so when they're doing that. So that is not a good thing, right? And tone and intonation and word choices. So that is a very, 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 very good thing. Okay. So the next one I want to talk to you about is Hey Pi. Hey Pi. So Pi is your personal coach. You're seeing Hey Pi right now, okay? You are seeing Hey Pi right now. This is amazing, guys. Hey, Yvonne, what's up? What are you excited? What got you so excited today? Because I said, Hey Pi, and then you ask it any question, right? So if I go into Hey Pi now and just a quick question, you're going to practice this, guys. You're going to love this. And if you ask it, I have a job interview tomorrow. What are some of the things I should be concerned about? Okay. So I'm going to say, I have a job interview tomorrow. What are some things? It's natural to feel some nerves before a job interview, but here are a few things you should be mindful of: being late, being prepared, not dressing appropriately, not listening carefully, not asking questions, and not following up. Now, remember, if I did the job interview and forgot to follow up, I would remember that HeyPi told me that it is a problem if I don't follow up. Okay. So that is very important, guys. It says not asking questions. It says come prepared with a list of questions for the interviewer. Asking thoughtful questions shows your interest in the role and can help you gather important information about the job. You know, I could go in and say, so what are some questions I can ask the interviewer? What are some questions I can ask the interviewer? All right, we got that. What are some questions I can ask the interviewer? Here are some great questions to ask the interviewer. What does a typical day in this role look like? What are the biggest challenges someone in the position might face? How would you describe the company culture? What do you enjoy most about working for this company? Can you tell me about the team I will be working with? What are the opportunities for professional growth and advancement with the company? Wow. Wow. And just wow. Friends, you have your own personal coach. You have your own personal coach. So we did 3 things for you today. We gave you 3 AI tools. We gave you the Teal HQ for your job search planning. job search matching that I only learned recently. Because remember, AI has just proliferated, and I'm bringing you the tools that you need to up level and be the best that you want to be. I gave you Yoodli, your own personal interviewer, trainer, speech trainer. And I give you AI, Hey Pi, AI, your own personal coach. What I want you to do now, you go to my website, goalinspiredcareercoaching.com. I want you to download the interview generating resume format or resume framework because it is a little bit different from the ones that you have been seeing. Because as I say, if you're an immigrant, you need to make your resume look a little differently. If you're an IT person, if you are an IT person, you need to make your resume look a little differently because you have to have those technical skills. So my resume format goes into a little detail about the different areas. And also my resume format have a lot of action words on it. It's not just a resume format is in there. It's almost like a little ebook with all the things that you need to know. So my resume framework, Teal HQ, Yoodli interview, personal interview, mock interview trainer, and Hey Pi is going to give you all the tools that you need to be successful in your next interview. Guys, subscribe to this channel, tell your friends about it, and drop a comment. Let me know if you have watched this video and put a comment. I need you to help me out here because I need a lot of people to know about this channel. So I would like you to put a comment so that you can put a comment so that the YouTube will send this out to a lot of people so that they can come here and learn from somebody who has had 15 plus years in professional staffing up to the director level. So watch and subscribe and watch my other videos, how to write your resume with AI and other tools.